Hey everyone, welcome to the Blazer Podcast. I'm your host, Will Little, and today I'll be talking with Libby Pollock. If you want to know more about her or the activities she participates in, I highly encourage you to listen to the previous episode. Without further ado, enjoy the show. So, Libby, how did you first get into swimming?
My mom threw on a swim team when I was 4.
4? That's pretty young.
Yeah. But my sister was on the swim team anyway. So
Yeah.
she wanted me to learn how to swim. So,
Yeah, same with me. Do you have a muscle knot in your neck?
yeah, I have a really bad one.
When
It's
did
so
that start?
bad. It's been there for like forever. But it's gone worse.
Forever, really.
It's been there for like, I don't know, 2 years. 3, maybe. 2 and a
That's
half.
really bad.
Well, I don't know.
And you said
It
it doesn't
comes
hurt
and
whenever
goes.
you move your neck?
It just hurts now.
It just hurts all the time.
No, it hurt. It hurt whenever I pulled like too much. Like if I overworked it, then it would just like start hurting.
Yeah.
And I think the swimming this weekend destroyed it. So
Yeah, it makes sense if you don't take the proper precautionary measures, like rolling out and massaging it and icing, getting the sauna. Does it hurt whenever you do any particular stroke of pulling? Like butterfly breaststroke? I feel like it would hurt.
pool.
I feel like it hurt more with the short axis strokes since you have to use your lower back and more of the trapezius muscles.
I don't know. It just hurts. Like freestyle this morning was really bad. It's really bad this morning.
Mm-hmm.
My whole arm went numb. So that wasn't good.
Yeah, that's how my arm felt. Whenever I don't know, I tweaked something in it felt like my rotator cuff, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it might be linked to my bicep tendon since I messed that up a couple years ago. But, I mean, therapy has really helped that. Does it hurt more in the morning?
It just hurts.
I feel like it would hurt more in the morning.
I don't know, Will.
Since your body's not warmed up.
Well, I woke up this morning pretty late. So, I woke up practice starts at 5. I woke up at 4:50, I woke up at 4:16. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be so
And then you
early.
hit your, 10 alarm.
Well, I went back to bed. And then I woke back up at 4:51. So, I don't know what happened, but surprisingly, I got ready in like 4 minutes. And I zoomed to the pool.
What time did you get there?
5:04.
5:04. It's pretty quick. Only you could pull something off like that.
Well,
Like, yeah,
actually,
I left 5 minutes ago. You're like, wait, what? The pool's 10 minutes away. How did you do that?
I sped.
Yeah.
I went so fast. I saw a cop pull over somebody in front of me, and that's when I slowed down.
Yeah.
I was doing 55 and a 35.
Oh, no.
I was like, I might need to slow down, so I hit
That's
my
reckless
brakes.
driving.
I was like, Coach Vick's gonna get so mad. And then I was late to afternoon practice, so. But I had to go pick up Alana. And I forgot. So, that's my day.
How do you recover, primarily?
I die. I don't recover.
I mean, I remember from the last episode that we released on this podcast, you said that you were really sore from cross country all the time.
Yeah.
It's like your body never truly adapted. With recovery, it can actually postpone the adaptation process. Even though, you can jump back into it quicker.
I stretch every night before I go to bed.
That's good.
Most nights.
You stretch your traps
I
and your
stretch
shoulders and you're not. Well, you said it was better today after you stretched it.
I didn't stretch it today. I made Aiden.
Massage your back.
No. He applied pressure on every side and just like rubbed it through so that I could feel it pop. It was so bad. Like at one point he applied pressure, I think on the right side, and it was like super hard and I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was crying. It hurt so bad.
Have you ever used the sauna? The sauna is great. The sauna could really release some toxins and help that knot of yours. What are the best and worst parts of swimming?
The best is the team and just doing it. I don't know. It's a great sport, and I've done it for so long.
What's the worst part?
The people.
Can the people be the best and the worst part?
Joking. I think the worst part is probably like the work put into it. It's just like if you miss one day, then you're like, I don't know.
You kind of get thrown off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you miss a week, then there's a layback.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just annoying. And then you're, I don't know, most of the time I'm sore.
How are you sore most of the time?
I think it's because of the knot.
So your legs aren't really sore?
No, I have strong legs, so I'm not too worried about them.
Cross country.
No, I just always had strong legs.
Gotcha.
They used to be really strong. Until I went to physical therapy. Because I had to. My knee would dislocate when I ran. That was in 8th grade, though. And when I was on the cross country team, it dislocated. And then I wore KT tape to a cross country meet once. And I put it on wrong. So it messed it all up. It like bruised my knee.
Yeah, I don't really find a benefit to KT tape.
No, there's none.
I mean, there might be like a slight benefit, but I mean, nothing drastic. I feel like it'd be more beneficial just to stretch before you work out.
I'll stretch out my knee, my dislocating knee.
I feel like you said you're always sore in your upper body
Yeah.
after swimming. I feel like you'd kind of combat that by lifting weights. Do you plan on lifting weights anytime?
I don't know. I need to talk to the CrossFit person, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like. You said he was a big guy.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty stout.
Is he the one that comes to the pool sometimes?
I think I might have seen him in the pool once or twice. I don't know. But someone told me, and I'm not going to name any names. He may or may not be listening to the podcast, but he said that because of sport is more endurance based, he didn't like to lift weights. He thought it was more detrimental to his sport than beneficial. I don't think that's true.
You gotta get them gains.
Right. I mean, every single sport really uses type 2 muscle fibers, one way or the other, also known as fast twitch muscle fibers. I mean, even if you're primarily endurance sport, let's say like the muscle is comprised of, let's say you've really built up the slow twitch muscle fibers, and let's say that the muscle is 80% slow twitch muscle fibers and 20% fast twitch. Even if you are engaging in a primarily endurance-based sport, 20% of the muscle is still type 2. And so you could really increase the gains, increase the speed, even for a long period of time by stimulating the type 2 muscle fibers. And really, type 2 muscle fibers, they don't come attached with mitochondria, right? So they're not, or at least you can train in specific ways to where you can build up mitochondria and type 2 muscle fibers and therefore increase output for an extended period of time so that they are just as powerful as type 2 muscle fibers, but they can last closer to type 1, to the duration of type 1 muscle fibers. So if you are a cross-country athlete and you're running for 20 minutes, those type 2 muscle fibers can still come in handy, especially at the beginning of ends of races where you're putting out more power for a lesser period of time.
I'm scared to lift weights.
Why?
Because it's scary.
Why?
But like I used to.
Because of the safety, or?
Yeah, because people make fun of my squat.
Well, you can use machines. That way, there's less technique involved.
I don't know.
And you can.
Your sister makes fun of my squats.
Well,
she says I pray. So is it.
Well, I think as long as you have good mobility in your legs, you can start off small with technique and then build up weight as you progress. But, I mean, if you start off, I would say use mostly machines. That way you don't have to rely too much on technique. And then as you become more advanced, you slowly work your way into the free weights, build up technique, build up strength. And you still use machines. I think machines are very beneficial. It's kind of debated whether or not machines are more beneficial than free weights.
I can do a pull-up with a band.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Oh, no.
We can do one pull-up with a band, and then you do two.
Well, I can do
and then you
a
three,
lot.
And then you can do one without a band, and you can do two.
I can do
and
like
three.
30 with the band, but not without one.
How strong is this band?
I don't know.
It's got to be super strong if you do 30 of them and
Well,
not one normal pull-up.
I don't know. I did at Hendrix that one time. They let me. And I could not do a pull-up without anything. But I could do it with a band. They just put it in between, my knee.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just mental. I don't know.
Might be some technique, though. I feel like you really could.
To pull up?
I mean, you swim every day. It's basically like doing a bunch of lat pull-downs.
Well, not right now. My shoulders hurt. No, actually, it's like right here.
On the
this
deltoid.
arm. This, my left arm hurts really bad. My right arm hurts, but not as bad.
What do you mean hurt? Like it's sore or it's...
It burns whenever I swim.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's your deltoid. It
It
might
is.
be even more your rotator cuff if it's toward the back.
No, it's towards the front, kind of.
It's what?
Kind of towards the front.
Could be your bicep tendon then. That's what mine felt like.
Oh, yeah, because you're struggling during the meet.
No, this was a couple years ago.
Oh.
It's pretty much subsided. For my therapy, I stretch my pecs and then strengthen my traps and correct my posture, and that basically relieves pressure off the bicep tendon, and it keeps it from popping over the joint so that there's less erosion. Speaking of stretching, interesting fact, dynamic stretching doesn't decrease the power output of the muscles, unlike static stretching, which is why it's not the best to engage in static stretching right before an anaerobic event.
Oh, I actually heard about that.
Yeah.
I don't know where, though.
So, pharmaceuticals?
I like pharmaceuticals because I can see them every day. Opioids.
Interesting fact is that poppy seeds, which are derived from the opium plant, right? They can actually cause a false positive in drug tests. And I think they could actually be used to mask other drugs in your system.
That's why it's my main ingredient.
And what? You just eat poppy seeds all the time?
Yeah.
Just in case. It's a random drug test. What got you? What's the most interesting thing about pharmaceuticals, in your opinion?
The money.
Really?
No, I think the math is fun.
The math?
Yeah, it's fun. There's little symbols and stuff for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah. I find it really interesting how every single minute or seemingly minute chemical process that takes place in the human body manifests itself into a larger process. It's really interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I just really wanted to be a doctor, but
But the blood. I feel like it always
that's a
comes back
big
around to the
issue.
blood.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
I feel like you get around that though. Just with enough
Well,
exposure.
Yeah, I'll pass out. Yeah, passing out is awful. You lose all your blood. I don't even know. You get so dizzy, and then you're there, but you're not there. So you're kind of outside your body, but
Yeah.
and then you hit the ground.
Yeah, I feel like I could, if I really wanted to, I could make myself pass out in 40 minutes.
Do it.
I could probably do it in less, but I know,
Don't do it.
I know 100% I could. I mean, I've been engaging in contrast therapy lately, which is just immersing yourself in cold water and then immersing yourself in a hot environment, like a sauna and an ice bath. You just go back and forth. I don't make it very far because my body hasn't adapted. But I got in the sauna yesterday after a light aerobic workout, and for it was over 20 minutes. And I got into the cold shower, and then I got back in the sauna, and I felt really dizzy. So I was like, my body's not adapted. What's the point?
Yeah, what is the point? Do you just want to like
contrast therapy?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that? It's basically you basically get the best of both worlds. You get the beneficial effects of the sauna and the ice bath, which ice bath right after you work out isn't.
What are the benefits though? Like you'll just be one with nature.
Benefits of what?
The contrast therapy.
Yeah, you get the benefits of the sauna and the benefits of an ice bath, which I think the ice bath right after you work out isn't optimal. Just because right after you work out, you're susceptible to damage when oxygen comes back into your system, and by vasoconstriction, which is what ice baths do, you consume more oxygen per quantity of blood. Your blood is basically just more rich in oxygen, and so that can permeate the muscle tissue, and it can damage it even further, which right after workout isn't good. Right after workout, you need to recover as soon as possible. Don't need to damage it more, unless it's a light workout and you're fully recovered. In that case, it wouldn't be too bad. So I also want you do an ice bath right before you go to bed, just because ice baths increase the secretion of epinephrine or adrenaline. They're the same thing, same chemical, just different name. But it does increase dopamine. But right before you go to bed, the circadian rhythm tells us that your body decreases in temperature. And you might think, oh, ice bath, decrease in temperature, you can kind of kickstart your circadian rhythm, get a better sleep. But that's not true. It sounds counterintuitive, but whenever you get out of an ice bath, your body basically sucks in as much heat as possible, and it retains as much heat as possible. And so it's not, the circadian rhythm applies not so much to your body temperature as it does to the flow of heat. So, and a lot of people neglect the flow of heat when referencing the circadian rhythm. They think more about light, like don't get on your phone, 30 minutes before you go to bed, or whatever, or, the light exposure will mess up your sleep timing. But heat flows mainly through the hairless portions of your body. It's like your face, the palms of your hands and feet. So essentially, heat's going to be retained once you get out of an ice bath. If you were to juxtapose that process with getting into a sauna or a hot shower right before you go to bed, hot shower does not release as much epinephrine and or adrenaline, right? So it doesn't put your body into that sympathetic state. It allows your body to be in more of a parasympathetic state, which is deemed the rest or digest response, right? The sympathetic is flight or flight. I'm sure you've heard that.
Or freeze.
Right. So being in that restful state is going to help your sleep. Also, the sauna, once you get out, your body is trying to cool itself down. So it's trying to expel heat as quickly as possible. And it's cooling your core temperature, and it's getting your body ready for a cool night's rest.
So you're just doing the contrast therapy to sleep better?
Not really, because I don't use it in accordance to sleep patterns. I don't do that. I don't know how exactly I'd program that. But cold showers are great for the morning because, like I said before, you're in that parasympathetic state. And to get out of that, you just blast your system with adrenaline, and it wakes up your system. So now that you know all that information that I'm sure you loved, would you be interested in doing any sort of,
therapy.
heat therapy for your shoulder?
William,
I feel like that would really help.
the last time I went to the sauna at the trim gym, there's a woman. And
So?
she had her earbuds in, but I didn't, and I could hear her pass gas.
Why do you say these things?
So I just stopped. And, like, I was in one room. I was in one sauna. And it's not a lot of space.
Maybe because it's so relaxing.
And I think that was my last time.
You're traumatized now.
I mean, I didn't think that I needed to bring them in there. And I was like, this is going to be so relaxing.
The sauna also has like a bunch of cardiovascular benefits. Like not just, it's kind of like running, but without the hypertrophic effects. Like no muscle growth. It's just, circulating blood throughout your body. It improves cardiovascular efficiency.
That must be great.
Yeah, it is great. And you just have to sit there.
Well, that's the last time I was at the trim room sauna. I went to the St. Bernard sauna.
St. Bernard sauna is not good. I don't like it.
You can put water on the rocks.
I know, but it like never works. I've tried.
Yeah, it does. Your sister has done it so many times, and it has literally gotten so hot because of that. And we had to like put our gear bags.
I stayed in there for like 20 minutes one time. And it was like just warm. It wasn't even hot, and I put water on the rocks and everything.
Maybe there's a problem with y'all's.
Maybe there is. So I think we should move on now. I'm gonna say this is gonna be the last question. What are your goals for this swim season? High school and/or club?
Probably just drop time mainly. I don't know.
Drop time. That's it. What events?
I don't know. Mainly the mile.
Wow.
I don't know. This weekend when I did 1,000, it was rough. The 1,000 and then the 500 was rough. I think the only good event that I had this weekend was the 2 fly.
Hey, better know good events.
It's
pretty good.
Haven't even swum that in years. That's the only event that I dropped in.
Nice. A lot of times it's refreshing to throw a new event into the cycle.
I was terrified though. I was scared. And
You overcame that fear.
Yeah, I did. And I thought Coach Rick would put me in a relay beforehand. And I could not do that, especially after what they did the second day.
Yeah.
For the 100 fly.
They went straight from the relays into the events with no break.
They're supposed to give us a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And they, like, the minute we hopped out of the pool after the relay, they started the 100 fly.
Yeah.
The first heat. And I was in the second heat. And I was like, what is going on? And I added 4 seconds. And I was supposed to drop, like, a ton. Coach wants me at, like, a 103.
Is that just because you were tired? Or was it because everything was thrown out of whack?
Yeah, I was really tired because I swam 1,000 the day before.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I got right into the relay, and then right afterwards into the 100 fly, and that just set me up for a bad day.
Yeah.
And it kind of set me up. I mean, I guess I'm kind of glad that the 2 fly was before all my events the last day.
Yeah.
Because the 2 free I added like 5 seconds on, and that's right after the 2 fly.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did the 50. And, like, during the 2 free, my legs started cramping up. And then my arms, like, they hurt really bad. And I got on the block for the 50. And they said, take your mark. And then they kept me there for, like, freaking forever. And my legs just started shaking. I was like, this is going to be a bad 50. And it was a bad 50.
So USA Swimming releases age group time standards. They're releasing by letter, A, AA, AAA. So are you aiming for AA or?
I mean, yeah, probably the mile, maybe. We'll see. So far, it's been bad.
How far away are you from it? Do you know?
I think I was, like, close. I think I had an 8 time. But I don't know, because I think I didn't look at the new one, the 17 and 18.
Yeah.
Because I aged up.
You excited for high school?
Oh, yeah.
Swim?
I really am. High school is so fun. You owe me a 400 fly.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, I guess that's it. See you guys next episode.